Hello everyone, welcome to the Street Crime UK YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more exciting true crime content. Today we're looking at jail bosses who fear a race war could break out behind bars after hardened killers set up protection groups against Muslim convicts. Governors have been given an urgent security warning about one new network called Death Before Dishonour. The group, calling themselves DBD for short, have formed to protect themselves against what they call is an increasing risk from Muslim inmates. But it raises the threat of further meltdown in our crisis-hit jails. Members of the gangs are being recruited from special close supervision centres set up to hold the most dangerous convicts, often violent lifers. A source said that they have been top security briefings warning of this organisation being set up and focusing on inmates in close supervision units. So there is a serious concern with so many hundreds if not thousands of followers of Islam in the prison system. At many of our prisons there is already huge tension between Muslim and non-Muslim prisoners. Clearly there is a deep concern that this group could expand and the conflict could escalate out of all control. Sources said that this is the second known anti-Islam organisation set up in prisons. Another is the Piranha's gang, which was formed after extremist Muslim prisoners began assaulting other inmates and trying to convert them. The Piranhas, named after the flesh-eating South American fish, are mainly prisoners from Liverpool and Manchester. A trial at Manchester Crown Court was told. Gangland murderer Chris Ashton is said to have been handing out postcards carrying a piranha motif to Muslim convert inmates at HMP Long Lartin, urging them to fight back. Sources said the cards had the Ezekiel 25:17 vengeance Bible verse recited by Samuel L. Jackson's hitman character in the cult movie Pulp Fiction written on them. The verse reads, "And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know I am the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon you." Ashton, 33, is alleged to have been moved to another prison after Muslim inmates threatened to harm him. He was handed a life sentence with a 32-year minimum term in 2006 for killing 21-year-old Leon Small. Mr. Small's burnt body was discovered by a dog walker on the Mersey foreshore near John Lennon Airport 2 years earlier. He had been stabbed with a samurai sword and a knife before being shot after a row broke out between him and Ashton, then 21, at a house in Wavertree over a gold chain. Last night, the Ministry of Justice refused to discuss DBD or its members. A spokesman said, "Safety in prisons is fundamental to the proper functioning of our justice system. We do not tolerate violence or bullying in prisons and will always take action against any kind of discrimination." The revelations come just days after it emerged that mobile phones were being smuggled into prisons inside chocolate bars. A Channel 4 documentary also revealed how the so-called legal high spice, now outlawed, was being sprayed onto children's drawings and posted to inmates who then smoke it. Richard Garside, director of the Centre for Crime and Justice Studies, said prisons are run down and overcrowded, with significant issues surrounding safety. "We've seen a number of homicides in prisons this year, and there's certainly been an increase." The Prison Officers Association has also raised concerns about assaults on their own members. Against the background of some of the rising racial tensions in society, it's easy to see why some tensions in prison might be channeled through race lines. My view remains that what we really need is not more prison staff, but fewer prisoners and fewer prisons. The overwhelming priority is for the government to take a strategic view and set the path to reduce the number of people in prisons over the long term. Justice Secretary Liz Truss has admitted prisons are at breaking point and unveiled new powers. The ministers revealed plans to recruit 2,500 more wardens, with £100 million funding, as she said a toxic cocktail of drugs and violence is endangering the guards and inmates. As part of the proposals, Ms. Truss said that she would sack governors when prisons fail. New league tables measuring everything from violence to offenders' progress at English and maths will rank jails. The white paper followed shock figures last week showing that assaults on prison staff had soared 43% last year to 5,954. Richard Bergen, MP, Labour's Shadow Justice Secretary, said the Tories' much hyped recruitment drive is already looking in trouble. Over 6,000 frontline officers have been lost under the Tories, and we've seen the dangerous consequences of falling prison officer numbers recently. What do you think about Death Before Dishonour and other gangs in the prison system? Were you aware that the prison system in the UK can still be so dangerous for prisoners?
Thanks for joining us today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like and a share, and leave any thoughts or suggestions you have in the comments section. We love to read through them all. And if you're new but enjoy UK true crime content, then subscribe to see when our newest video releases. And as always, stay safe.